Welcome to this Airtable free course. Inside this course, we will cover how you can use Airtable step by step. In case if you're a person who don't even know what Airtable is, so everything is covered from scratch, guiding you from what Airtable is, how you can set up Airtable. We will cover about Airtable AI feature, which is Omni. We will teach you the basics about dashboard, how you can create data, how you can create automation, forms, interface, how you can create token, so you can integrate Airtable with third-party application. So everything has been covered from step by step from scratch. So if you're interested, make sure to watch the entire free course on this Airtable so that you will going to get good idea about what Airtable is all about. So guys, let's first understand what is Airtable. Now let me just open the notes. Okay, my notes app. You can also just go and search for it. I will just go to, let's say, tools, and let me just open my notepad online. Okay, now let's understand what is Airtable. So guys, in simple, I can say Airtable is a what? Software. Airtable is software. Now, before we make it very complex to understand, it's like Excel. Okay, Airtable is somehow equals to Excel. That means like Microsoft Excel, you might have heard. So very similar, Airtable is also like a Excel. But you also have to understand that Airtable is more powerful than Excel. That means it has more functionality and power as compared to Excel. If I make it more easy for you, so Airtable is basically the Excel, plus you can create forms. Okay, you can create databases here, plus okay, plus you can create automation too, and also a very cool interface, or you can say dashboard. So this all combine together, okay, and make the Airtable very powerful. Okay, so I don't want to go into very complex meaning of Airtable for now. Just understand Airtable is combined powerful software that has all this functionality of Excel. You can create web forms to collect the data. You can store databases. That means the information you can say, okay, of the different, or I can say anything, okay, the data. Also, you can do some automations as well, and also you can create the interactive dashboard as well. And to be honest, it also has their AI feature, which is Omni. Okay, we will going to cover about this Omni as well very soon, but this is in very simple meaning about what Airtable is all about. Okay, now guys, what we will going to do is to set up the Airtable. Okay, so it's very simple. All you need to do is to just search for Airtable on your browser, and once you guys just search for it, okay, and go to the very first link, that is the airtable.com. Click on it, and then you will land to Airtable's website. Now, one thing you need to notice that, of course, the time when I'm recording the lecture, so at that time, this is how the interface looks like. Okay. Now, maybe in future there may be slight changes in the UI of Airtable. They gradually do. Okay, but the concepts which we will going to teach you will be 100% same. Okay, so don't worry about it. All you need to do is to scroll down, and you will be able to see what are the different things Airtable can do for you guys. Okay, so you can see the things in very detail and read about the Airtable in sort of more detail. But to be honest, of course, in this course we will go in most of the cases. Okay, and of course at the here you can also see the pricing of Airtable. Okay, in most of the case we will be happy with the free plan. Okay, because free plan is something sufficient. You will going to get 500 AI credits per month, each month for free. unlimited basis records. Now in case you don't know what basis and all such things are, so do not worry about it. Okay, we will going to cover each and everything. Okay, and also you can just get the team plan as well. Okay, just $4.20 per month. Okay, um, of course, the time when I'm recording it, so you will see some free trial. Okay, they will provide you free trial. Okay, in the team plan. Now as I have mentioned again and again that the time when I'm recording this, so this is the trial they provide. But for now, all you need to do is to just click on this sign up for free. Okay, and then you have your work email. So whatever email ID you have, you just need to sign up with that email ID. So I will just go ahead. I will put this as an email ID. I will continue with email, and then you can just put whatever name you want. So I'm just putting a dummy one. Okay, so what I can do, perfect, just set up the password and then click on sign up. And once you go ahead with that, so this is how it will going to look like. Okay, if you want, you can just save the password, and you can basically set the company name. In case you don't have any company name, you can just put your name as well. Okay, so in my case, I'm just putting the Milon Hari. Next, which industry you are in. Let's say I'm in marketing. Okay, but to be honest, that these particular things are, just in general information. It has nothing to do with how the UI will behave. Okay, you can just put it whatever you want. Which team are you in? So let's say uh, expert in PPC, anything you want. Okay, now here you can see for the expert in PPC themes, I suggest starting with. Okay, now the thing is that when you will just going to sign up to the first time to Airtable, it will force you to create one uh, I can say project. Okay, so you cannot actually do anything. Okay, so if you will see here, you cannot do it, will not allow you to go to the home page until unless you create that. Okay, so you will be forced to build the project. Okay, with their AI tool. So I don't know why they do it, but that's how they go with. Okay, so you can see that this is something how it is building it. So this is AI, but frankly speaking, you don't have to worry about anything. It's common. Okay, and don't worry, we will going to cover each and every of the topic about AI table in very detail. But as it's mandatory while signing up to the AI table first time, they will always going to show you this type of a table. Okay, so you cannot do anything. You just need to hold on and let's wait until unless it finishes all the data. But you can see Airtable AI is very powerful. It can just build all sort of a cell and each sort of a detail for you guys in very in depth. Okay, so you don't have to depend on writing manually. Okay, so which is pretty great, to be honest. Okay, okay, but now at the top of the URL, you guys can see here in this URL. Okay, now if you want to, let's say, skip it, so what you can do is that, okay, let's make it finish. Otherwise what you can do is that once it's here. Okay, now all you need to do is to just click on this logo at the top. You guys can see this back to home option. Just simply tap on it, and then you will see that you will be inside of a table. Okay, so that's pretty great, and that's how basically it works. And if it doesn't load, all you need to do is to just refresh it, and then boom, you are here. Okay, so that's how it is. And make sure that you just verify your email address. Just open your Gmail and just verify your email. Okay, so I feel that, okay, let's resend the verification. Let's check. Come on, man. Okay, Airtable. Let me just check it in the spam folder. Maybe okay, they have put that in the spam folder, which is sort of weird. But anyway, let me just confirm the latest one. Okay, so you guys also cross check in case in case you don't get email. Okay, that's it. And now you can just cross this email verification one. Perfect, you're right over here. Okay, and here you guys can see that upgrade to the team plan before your trial expires in 14 days. Okay, so remember that team plan is basically the second plan. Okay, so you guys can just upgrade it. Okay, and you can just learn more of the features, but to be honest, the free plan will be more than sufficient. It's just that we will going to get the 14 days free trial, so let's do that. Okay, let's upgrade it. Okay, you basically don't have to do anything. You can just put the card details, but to be honest, they will not going to charge you anything for that. Okay, otherwise you're still okay with I can say the free plan. That's totally up to you. You can just go back to here. Okay, that's totally up to you if you don't want the trial, but you can just click here on these three dots for now and click on the delete button for now. Okay, perfect. And that's how you guys can just go ahead and set up your Airtable account. Okay, so I believe you have set up Airtable for now. Okay, now guys, I want to discuss something about the Airtable, I can say, structure. Okay, now guys, Airtable basically follow this structure. Okay, let me show you how the structure of Airtable looks like. So basically the thing is that you will need to create a workspace. Okay, now guys, inside this workspace you can create as many as base. Base is also known as I can say base. Okay, or some people call this as a app. So this is the simple concept. So you can create one base, let's say inside any workspace. You can create second base. Okay, you can create third base, as many as base you want to. Similarly, you can create, let's say, second workspace, and inside this second workspace you can create unlimited base, or I can say app. Okay, so basically what is the purpose? Suppose your this workspace is, let's say, related to let's say your let's say you have some data about your garage. Okay, you have, let's say you have one garage, and for that garage you created a workspace, and for this garage you can create different apps inside it. Okay, and of course it's related to garage, so all the things will also be somehow related to the garage only. Okay, so for example, let's say in this garage you may have the garage for, let's say, your north garage. Okay, whatever garage you have in the north area, south area. Okay, and so on. So basically just understand, when we talk about Airtable, so it follows some structure. Okay, and the structure is very simple, that you need to create one workspace, and inside the workspace you can create as many as base. Okay, and these base are generally related to the workspace. Okay, it's like, for example, let's say we are creating one folder, okay, on our computer, and let's say in this folder you have put, let's say, Paris photos. Okay, here you have created this folder for Paris. Now whatever images you will going to put inside this folder. Okay, so all these images will be somehow related to Paris only, correct? So with that same concept, just understand workspace is like your main folder, and inside this workspace, okay, you can create as many as base, or I can say app, And all this base and app are also related to the workspace only, and you can create as many as workspace in Airtable, and as many as base or app in I can say Airtable. Okay, so this is the simplest concept I wanted you guys to know about Airtable. And to be honest, you will maybe when you will create that, you will see one automatically created, but you can go to workspace here, and you can see that it's saying plus create a workspace, or you will going to see this button. This allow you to create a workspace. Suppose my this workspace is, let's say, related to garage. Okay, click on enter. That's it, you created one uh, workspace. You can create more workspace. Suppose this workspace I created, you can just change the name of it. Let's say this workspace is something related to my restaurant business. You can just click on these three buttons and rename the workspace. Let's say restaurant. Click on enter. Now if you click on the workspace, so you created two workspace: restaurant workspace and garage workspace. Okay, similarly you can create as many as workspace you want. And simply by clicking, let's say I go to garage. Okay, I will click on view workspace. Now I am in the garage workspace, and as I have mentioned, inside your workspace you can create as many as base. Okay, so you can simply, let's say, click on this create button, and now you can see you can create through the Omni. Remember Omni, I just told you, if you guys have noticed or not. So Omni is basically the Airtable AI tool or agent. We will going to cover that later on, but for now we will go with the free version. Okay, so you can, let's say, click on this option, and you can just rename it. So for example, that this base is related to north garage. Okay, so suppose I have a garage business, and this particular cover all the garage I have in the north area. You can close this arrow key, and at the here you will see this button. You can just click on this. Okay, now understand one thing, my friends. The time when I'm recording the lecture, so at that time this is how the interface of Airtable looks like. Maybe in future they may make slight changes to the I can say workspace, but the concepts which I will teach you will be 100% intact. Now you can see that now we have two workspace. Now restaurant is the empty one. We have created one workspace for restaurant, but it's empty because we have not created any base or app inside it. But now you can see that we have this garage workspace, and inside it we have created one base or app. Okay, similarly, let's say in the garage also, let's say from you can either go here, or from here also you can create, let's say, another one. So this time I will put it as a, let's say, south garage. Click on enter. That's it. Now again go back. Now you can see inside this workspace of garage we created two base or app. So hope you guys have got a clear understanding about what the Airtable structure is. You just need to create the workspace, and inside this workspace you can create as many as base you want to. Okay, now let's say some basics about it. Okay, so you can open your Airtable any single time like this. You can close this Omni. We will look at it later on. So it's very simple. So at the top you will see this columns. Okay, we generally call this as a field. So you can, let's say, if I don't want this notes field, you can just delete that like that. Okay, and the best part is that, let me just first delete all of them so that I can teach you straightforward step by step. Okay, now let's say this is the name field. Here you can just write the name, let's say Kunal. Okay, click on enter. It will go next. You can also click on the plus button, and from here you can select what type of a data you want to collect. So let's say I want to collect URL. Okay, and you can also name this field as a website. You can create that. And Kunal website is, let's say, this one, which is kukucourses.com. I want to copy the link, paste it. That's how easy it is. So you will also be able to see lot many other options. Let's say so for example, you want to get this long text, you can go with that. Your numbers, currency, percentage, there are lot many options, rating as well. And let's say you want to select, let's say single select, you can select the single select. And let's say this time I can say that owner. So I want people to get some choice, owner. So I've written owner of website, question mark. Okay, now I can add the options. Let's say yes. Second option, let's say no. Click on create field. Now people can come here and they can select whether yes or no, like that. Okay, perfect. You can create second person. Let's say it's let's say John. Okay, John has, let's say, website https.com. Okay, like that. Is he is John owner? No. So that's how easy it is. Okay, so that's how you can create field. If you want to hide any field, you can select it. And let's say you don't want to show, then I can say website. So you can just disable the website, it will be hidden. You can also enable that. You can add some filters as well. Okay, so for example, filters means you can just get some condition. For example, let's say I can say that let's say if any name that contains, let's say un. Okay, un. Now if you will going to see that here, we the name. Okay, wait, the name here contains un. Okay, and because of that you can see un is right over here, that contains the name of it. Perfect, right? And the data is showing right over here. So that's how filter use. You can just add the filters for various other purpose. You can explore that. You can also group it. Okay, let's say we will not going to talk about group. You can also sort the data. For example, I want to sort on the basis of, let's say, uh, website. Okay, and you can say ascending order to descending, or descending to ascending. You can just do the sorting as well. You can also color it. Okay, so for this you need to upgrade it, but this is how simple and easy it is. And you can also rename the main table. Okay, so you can see it's a table number one. So you can just rename it. So let's say in the south garage, there are plenty of things. For example, let's say United States. Or wait, let me just open chat gpt, and let's say south states in US. So let's say it's Delaware. Okay, so what I can do is that I can create tables for each and every of the city. For example, let's say Delaware. Wait, let me just copy it. Now this table is related to Delaware. I can save it. You can create plus button, and this new table could be for the different purpose. Wait, you can click on plus button from scratch. And another table could be, let's say, Virginia. So you can also create the tables as well. Now you will going to notice that the very first one we have created this, and for the Virginia it's totally starting from the scratch. Okay, which is perfect. And of course you can just similarly delete it. You can also edit the fields. Suppose I want to convert the nodes, so I will just edit it, and you can select what you want it to be. So for example, I want it to be, let's say, rating. So you can just do that. You can select how much rating out of total. So total out of 5. And you can see people can come and they can also rate it. That's how amazing it is. Now let me just go here, and that's what the basics about it. Okay, about Airtable. If you want, you can also share this data to anyone. Let's say I can create the link, click on copy link, and if you open this, so people can also view your table. If you would like to share with them, you can see for that. Okay, whatever we have here, all they can see that. Perfect, right? So this is about the basics, how you can play with the Airtable. Now guys, we will going to talk about these forms. Now see, Guys, try to understand, we have this data, okay? So just you have understood that when we talk about Airtable, so as we have mentioned earlier as well, that Airtable is like a Excel. As you can see that we get the same cells where we can put the data. Now you will going to notice that what you are doing in the Airtable, you are just storing the database. Okay, so suppose this is your data you have right over here. Okay, and you are just storing this data. Okay, so what you have understood, Airtable is the Excel which we have already discussed. It's like a database where you can store data. Now we will going to cover about the forms. Okay, what are forms? So guys, in Airtable you can create the forms. Okay, so these forms will help you to collect this data, and automatically this data will be added to your Airtable as well, and you can build one forms from here as well, and you can share that web forms to other people as well. So simply click on these forms, you will see something like this. So for example, I will click on build it yourself, and always remember that you're building it for this table. So automatically you can see it has created the field name, website, and owner of the website. Okay, so that's it, it has automatically done that. Just click on create form, and now let's say you can just put that. Okay, so for example, let's say fill this form for garage data, like that. You will see these things, you can just make it bold, italic, like that. Tap on the first one, name, and you will see at the right side some of the settings. Let's say you can make this field large, like that. Okay, and you can also make the items mandatory as well. For example, required field, otherwise people will not be able to move, or without filling the form they cannot able to submit the form. And this is the submit button which you can select. Okay, so for the submit, you can either just after people will submit the form, so you can just allow them to see some message, or you can also redirect them to a website. So suppose I click on this button, but it will ask you to upgrade it. Okay, so you can just put the message only. Okay, that's it. And once you do that, so when any user will fill the form, so automatically that data will be submitted right over in your data field. Let me show you how. So just click on this publish button from here. Okay, and this is the form, and I want it to share with anyone, so anyone on the web, copy the link. Okay, and now let's say if I open the private window, like that, click on enter, this is the form, and you can share this form to anyone. Okay, so just go to this home page. Wait, let me just open the south garage again. Now we have only two data, so let's put that. So let's say another person name is, let's say, Larry. Okay, his website is, let's say, google.com. He's a website of owner, yes. And let's say when he click on the submit data, you can see automatically a data has been filled right over here. Okay, how cool is that? Okay, let's submit another one. So for example, this time it's Jeff, or maybe let's say Elon Musk. His website is, let's say, x.com, which is Twitter X. Is he owner? Click on submit, and now you can see the data has been submitted. So this is where the forms are basically useful in Airtable. It basically allow you to um, collect the data, and this data will going to get stored inside your Airtable. So that's the simplest concept I wanted to teach you. So what you have understood, you have understood Airtable is like a Excel plus form plus database, and it is something more we will going to discuss step by step for now. But hope you guys have understood that Airtable is a very powerful software which is more than the Excel. Okay, you can just do plenty of advanced things right inside the Airtable. Okay, now as we have mentioned, we have discussed how Airtable is related to all this. Now we will going to focus on this part of automation. So guys, Airtable has inbuilt automation functionality as well, which you guys can see right over here. So just go to your Airtable, just at the top you will see this automation option. Tap on it, and in the automation you will going to find two things. One will be the trigger will basically allow your automation to start. Okay, so whenever you want to start your automation, so you have to set up the trigger. Okay, so let's say I can click on add trigger, and now I can select on which basis I want to start my automation. So let's say when the record is created, so I want that whenever a new record is created in my Airtable, and after you basically do that thing, now you can just set up after your I can say automation will start. Okay, so fix configuration, so you have to select the table. So remember we have a table, so let me show you. So if you just go to your this data, here we have two table, Delaware and Virginia. So I want that whenever the new data is added or created in this del var, so I want to start the automation. So I will just go back to the automation. In the fixed configuration, you can say it's asking for which table, so I want it for the delivered table. Okay, so you need to select the table from the sheet. So now I have selected that whenever a new data is added to this delivered table here, so I want to start my automation. Okay, after automation will start, what will be the next step, what you want to do? So for example, I want um, to, let's say, create a record. Okay, I again want to create a record. So I will click on create a record, and on which particular table I want to create that, I want to create a new record in Virginia. Okay, and I will select the field. Let's say in the name field, I will go with, let's say, this data of the name. And for the website, wait, just search for the website. Okay, so if you don't find it here, so what you can do is that you can just go to your data again. uh, isn't like, I will do this later. Okay, so for example, I want that whenever this data will be submitted, so I want this data to also, let's say, appear in the Virginia. Okay, so for now it doesn't has that, so let me just add the website. Okay, let's put the URL, let's say website new. Okay, like that. Let's click on create field. Now again I will go to automation, and in this step I want that, okay, the name should be added here, and whatever the website it is, so website new, here I will going to put the data of the website. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now see what I have done is that when you create the automation in Airtable, always remember two things. One will be the trigger. This will start the automation. So I've said that whenever a data is added to my this Delaware sheet, so in action you can define lots of action. Okay, so one of the easiest one to teach you guys about automation, I have selected that you need to create a new record in the another sheet. Okay, so in another table, I can say I will do this later in the Virginia. So whenever now new data, let's say someone write here, let's say Leo. Now let's say Leo has this website, https blah ls dot let's say in. Okay, so I want this name and this website to automatically add in the another Virginia table here in the name and in the website. Okay, so that's the basic automation. Let's perform it. But don't worry, when you go to the automation, there are plenty of automation you can create, and of course you can create a new automation from here as well. And to be honest, from the action you can add more actions. Okay, you want to update it, run the record, you want to do the automation with the Slack, Gmail, all such things are already covered. So to be honest, if you go to our website kukucourses.com, click on the courses. Okay, and just search here for Airtable, and you will see this full Airtable course plus any 10. Okay, you will learn inside this course about Airtable plus more automation with Airtable using N10, which is getting very high trending nowadays. So if you open this course, now inside this course we have covered each and everything about how you can just learn about Airtable in very detail. Okay, you can see it's a complete 5 hour 30 minutes course, so you can expect everything we have covered in a lot many detail. And you can see in the curriculum lot many items we have. And for the automation we have here, you can see automation inbuilt. So we have gone with the Slack, Gmail, all such automation in more detail. Okay, but this is just a free course. Okay, so here I'm just going with the very basics so that you will going to get idea about what Airtable software can do. But of course, if you actually want to learn, let's say sort of in more detail, everything in more detail, okay, and you can say we have also covered how you can build AI agent with Airtable plus anything, so that lecture is also covered. So all these things are covered inside this course, so you can just grab this deal for $5. You will going to get access to this course plus other course, this course plus you will going to get lifetime access to this course. Otherwise, if you will going to notice, we don't only have this Airtable, but we do have some public free courses which you can watch, like Microsoft Clipchamp, Kate, AI agent one, okay, AI agent and automation course, AI course. You can build e-commerce website with WordPress and other courses as well. Okay, so we have lot many of the options Canva free course, but along with that we have all the paid courses as well which you can explore, like Microsoft Excel course, PowerPoint course, okay, Mac OS, ConvertKit course, Microsoft Designer course. You can just go to the next page and you can view more and more course, Discord course, okay, Microsoft Teams, Notion course, and much more. So if you were going to notice, each course costs you $5, but you can access all these paid courses with just a small membership. You can click on this get membership, and we have a very this two popular plan, yearly and the lifetime deal. So you can check this, and once you get this lifetime one time payment, okay, with the lifetime deal, just with one time payment you can access all the paid course we have on our website plus all the future courses which we will going to launch. You can also access them for absolutely free as well, okay, after you take this lifetime plan. So make sure that you explore this lifetime plan, and make sure you will really going to enjoy this particular course, to be honest, okay, or membership. So just make sure that you explore our membership. Also in the library we have some free library. Let's say you want to learn about how to write SEO optimize affiliate blogs, so we have provided you this prompt template. You can simply view it. So this is the prompt template, and how to use that. For that we have free videos. So you can also explore free libraries, free courses in our website, and all the free materials as well. Like in library we have this anything template, developer kit. You will going to get all these things just with one time payment of $23. You can access all of them. So make sure that you come to our website kukucourses.com, and you will really going to enjoy it. But after all, we have if I come back to this automation, but for more learning, okay, more in depth, I suggest you this course. Okay, if possible I will going to attach at the very last in the bonus lesson, but you can come to my website and grab it if you are interested. But if I come back to this automation, so this is the automation we created. Now if you will going to notice, if I let's say go again to the forms, okay, this is the delver one which we created. You can create more new form, but let's say if I again copy this link, copy it, okay. Now after you do this, let's say if I open the private window again, and let's submit the form, because in the form we have mentioned, right, we have created this form, so the data will be collected here. So once a new data is added, so we suppose our automation should start and it should do the tasks. Okay, so that's the simple process we are trying to do. So for example, what we can do is that we can um, let's say about Jeff. His website is, let's say, amazon.com. Is the owner of the website? Yes. Let's submit that thing, and you can see Zeph is created just now. Let's see if Virginia has recorded this or not. Okay, now why it has not recorded? Because you need to first make sure that you turn on the automation, otherwise your automation will not going to work. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay, so I will just go to the delver, but it has recorded that, but automation doesn't work. Let's submit it again. So this time let's say we go with um, mm, mm, let's say Bill. His website is, let's say, microsoft.com. Is the owner? Yes. Click on submit, and you can see bill is added. And if I see in Virginia, you can see bill is also added, bill here and in the website. Okay, because in the automation, if you will going to notice, we have mentioned that in the record I have said that whatever table we have of the Virginia, let me show you that as well. Let me open this data in a new tab. If you see in Virginia, we have all this name, nodes, assignee, website new. I created this, so I have said that okay, in the name put the this, and in the website field put the website one. So that's why if you will going to notice, in this name field we have attached the name should be added, and in this website new the website URL should be added. So that is what I have mentioned, and you can see we have successfully make our automation run. Okay, so that's how amazing it is. So that is what Airtable is. So we have discussed that Airtable is the power of Excel, form database, and we have also covered about automation as well. Now guys, you all know that we also build, let's say, the dashboard, right? Which is basically the interface of Airtable. So let's say how we can do that particular thing. Okay, so all you need to do is that we have, by the way, already discussed about data automation forms. So the last thing we will going to now discuss will be this interface. So let's see, if you just go to the interface, you can of course build using AI, or you can just click on build it yourself. You can, let's say, build an interface. Okay, you can just name it whatever you want. For example, I can name it, let's say, my garage. Okay, and you can go with any icon you want. Next. Now I want it to be complete blank. Now first understand what is the interface. So guys, interface means you can create a, static landing page, web landing page, which you guys can share with other audience. Okay, because see, for sometimes, let's say, if you are dealing with, let's say, we have this data. Okay, and let's say you want to share this data, but let's say you want to add one button here at the bottom, or some text in the heading, and you want to share that with the audience. So this will not going to allow you to do that. So what we can do is that we can use the interface. Okay, now it's very simple. So suppose you can first rename it garage, let's say, of it was of north, sorry, I believe. Okay, it was for the uh, Delaware. Okay, Delaware. Let me just rename it. Okay, so for that I am creating interface. So suppose here at the bottom you see this button. Now, as I have mentioned, the interface may change in future little bit, but the concepts I am teaching you will be 100% same. Click on add element, click text, click on this text. Okay, and we have this text. You can write um, the uh, the Delaware garage presentation, something like that. You can select it. Instead of that, let's say I want it to be, let's say, in the large heading. You can select that, make it bold, like that. Okay, after this, let's say you want to add some other thing. Let's say I want to add divider. Just select divider, tap on it, and you can select the divider. Let's say divider I want to be with, and you can see one divider is now added. And now you can add plenty of other things. You can add button. Okay, for example, let's say I want to show this data. Okay, so I can select grid, click on grid, and automatically you can see this data will be shown right over here. I can shrink it like this. Okay, okay, this is the data we have. Okay, and you can just move the data anywhere you want. Okay, so we have this data, so you can just move it here and there wherever you want to, right? So that thing you guys can do, but let me just put it here. Okay. Hmm. Okay, perfect. and this particular one I can put it at the top of this. Okay, or let me just put it between right over here. Okay, perfect. Now let's say I want to add a button. Select the button and you can click on it. Click on this close element, and here you will see at the right side also something you guys can do. For example, in the appearance I can select it to the red. Okay, and in the label I can say contact us. Okay, and maybe here let's say I can put maybe my contact web page link. Let's say the support, paste it. That's it. So that's the interface you created. You can even select your text. Okay, and just play around with that. So that's what the interface looks like, and the best thing is that you can just publish it. Publish. Perfect. And you can click on share interface. You can copy the link. Okay, and the best thing is that you can just see that you can basically, or wait, share to web. Okay, so it will tell you to upgrade it, to share it to the web so anyone can access it. But the thing is that once someone will going to log in, okay, let me show you that. I believe that we have, let me open this in my another Airtable account, and you can see people can basically do that. Okay, you can do one thing is that you can just go here and create a new link. Okay, unless I want people to read only. Okay, and I can just click on, let's say, okay, let's click on allow any email address. Let me just copy it again, and now you will going to notice that if someone will open it, so they can just see your complete dashboard like this without any disturbance. Okay, they can just read it. Okay, so that's what in simple interface is all about. So interface will basically allow you to show some sort of a web page among your audience. Okay, um, so this is what you guys can do from here. Okay, wait. Okay, so that's pretty great. And wait, let me see. Okay, okay. So hope you guys have got the understanding about what interface can do. It basically allow you to write titles, buttons, and all such things you guys can do. And then on that basis, you can create the beautiful interface, and you can share that to anyone you want. Okay, so that's what I wanted you guys to know about Excel forms, database automation, and dashboard. We have created all these things. Okay, so you can see Airtable is so all-in-one powerful software that allow you to do lot many things like Excel form, dashboard automation. You can create dashboard. Now let's see at the end about AI by Omni. Okay, which is the Airtable's inbuilt tool. Now guys, let's see about AI. Okay, so we created this South Garage one. Okay, so you can see this at the very left side, open Omni. Okay, so just click on it. It will going to open their AI tool. Okay, and you can just tell it to add a new field. Okay, so field is this one. You remember, you can say field, and these are basically the record. You see one, second record, third record, four record. Okay, so let's say I can ask to AI agent, add new dummy record to the uh, let's say table. Click on enter. Now what it will going to do is that it will automatically going to analyze it, and you can see right now it's bill. Okay, and you can see automatically it's added. Perfect. So you can basically chat it, and using chat you can totally customize it as per the need. Okay, and similarly I can say add new field of, let's say, checkbox, or I can say rating, and you will see that it will going to add here a rating field as well. Let's see, let's wait. You can see rating is added. Just save it. Perfect. So that is the Omni AI. Okay, and another thing is that you can just chat it and make it do whatever you want. Another thing is that you can just go back here and just go to workspace, and let's say you can click on create button, and here also you can say build an app with Omni. So let's say you can just put the description about what you actually want, okay, and then just click on build it, and you will going to notice it will automatically going to create a complete dashboard, okay, and each and everything for you, the data and all such things, okay, which you guys can see right over here, okay. It will ask you some questions, okay, and it will just going to create the entire uh, system for you, okay. uh, so let's wait. So always remember, it will going to use some credits. In the free plan you don't have that much credits to use the AI unlimited. I guess you are very limited to that in the free version, but that is something you have, okay. And that is what the Omni AI is all about. You can see it's planning, it's creating the plan, and automatically it will going to build the complete stuff, okay, for you guys, okay, like that. And you can see it's saying, okay, build it, and you will see it will basically going to build the entire table for you guys. You can see it's building tables for you automatically, okay. Let's see if how the things goes up. It will not going to take too much of the time. Let's wait. Come on buddy, be fast. Mhm. Okay, but that is something it is, okay. So you can just use the Omni AI to basically do that same thing. So that is what it is, okay. So AI is basically name as Omni by Airtable. And if you will going to notice, we have discussed a lot of things. Like Airtable is just like Excel, okay. You can create forms with Airtable databases. That means you can manage the records, okay. You can do automations, you can create dashboards, and of course with the power of their AI, which is Omni as well, okay. And you can see it will going to create the complete interface, data, and much thing for you. It's basically creating it for you, okay. So this is where you can utilize it. But hope this is something I wanted you guys to know about Omni AI. Now guys, Airtable also provides you with their API key and token key. So you can simply just search for Airtable token, okay. You can see this personal access token, or you can just basically go to the home page, and from here, from your profile, go to account and click here, go to developer hub and click on create token, and from here you can go right over here. Otherwise just search for it, you will see this link create token. It will take you to the same place, okay. And let's say you want to generate a new token to connect maybe your Airtable. Maybe you want to use Airtable inside your software app, or maybe you want to use with some other third-party application. So you can just go here, click on create token, and you can name it whatever you want. For example, dummy. You can add the scope. That means the requirement you want for Airtable. Suppose I have anything, so it's a automation software, okay, which you can do lot many automation with it. So just click on credentials. You can click on create credentials, search for Airtable, continue, and it will ask you the token key, okay. And here you guys can see that the scopes that are allowed is data dot record read, record, okay. So let's see read and write as well, okay. You can see here we have read, write, and schema. So you can see we have this schema base read. You can see that schema base read, that's what the requirement it is. And you can add a base. So remember, our base is this one, South Garage. So if you want to control this particular base or app, okay, with this key, so you can select that. So let's say I can select, you can add multiple as well. Click on create, click on copy this token key. You can save it, don't share with anyone else. Paste your key, and then click on save button to your whatever software you're using, and you can see connection tested successfully. That means it's successfully connected. Perfect. So that's how even you can integrate Airtable with a third-party application. And as we have mentioned, you can just go to our website in the Airtable. Okay, and in this particular course, if you will scroll down, you will going to see we have courses build AI agent with Airtable and anything. If you want to learn how to use Airtable with anything, a complete professional automation, so you can watch our code as we have mentioned, okay, to learn more about it. And you can see that in that course we have created this particular workflow which is very powerful using AI agent, each and everything. So everything was covered from the scratch, so you don't need to worry about it. Make sure you explore the course, but hope you guys have got the idea about it as well. Okay, so guys, that's it about this free course. This course purpose was just to give you the idea how Airtable can be used. So that is what we have mentioned. It's just a software like any other software, but it's sort of a more powerful than the Excel. So it will going to get all the capabilities of Excel, plus you can create forms within Airtable, databases within Airtable, automations within Airtable, and with their interface you can create dashboard as well with the power of their AI tool, which is Omni. Just by giving instructions you can make it do whatever you want to. So that's something I wanted to cover for this course, and hope you guys have got a good understanding about it. And also we have somehow discussed how you can create the token key. So in case if you want to integrate Airtable with any third party application or maybe some softwares or tools, you can even do that. And of course make sure that you explore our website, okay, which we have already discussed inside this course. You will really going to love it. Okay, so this is all about it. And to be honest, as we have mentioned earlier, in this Airtable there are plenty of things which are discovered in more details, like more advanced feature, advanced filters, manipulations, and much more. So these are some advanced topic, but as a beginner I feel that everything is sort of covered. But still, if you want to go at a very high professional level, so you can explore the course which I have mentioned. Okay, but this is all I wanted you guys to know. If you want to learn more about Airtable, make sure check the website. But otherwise everything is good to go as a beginner if you're dealing with the Airtable first time.